Midweek Insights meteorologist Danielle Noyes here for the 1 Degree Outside Weather Network. Here's what we're going to cover in this video today. It'll be a windy and cool Thursday. Brisk feel. We'll talk about where the gusts will be highest. Coastal clouds and showers that come into play. We'll time those out. Less wind on Friday, which makes a huge difference this time of the year. It's actually going to be a really nice end to the week and nice weekend overall. We'll break down the weekend details so you can make your plans with ease. All right, let's start with atmospheric energy. High in the sky at 18,000 feet to be exact. The yellows and oranges here represent that energy. And while our nor'easter's energy is out over the ocean now, watch what happens in eastern Canada up in northern Maine during the day today. We've got this pocket of energy that dives southward, closes off with a low, pinwheels some energy back into eastern New England in particular during the day on Thursday, and then strengthens out over the ocean before it departs. Behind it, we get a ridge that builds in, promoting a warm-up as we head into the upcoming weekend. And then there's a bunch of energy out over the west that actually slides east. There's a ton of energy with this thing that develops to our south and swings through Monday and potentially into Tuesday as well of next week. So that's our next chance of some widespread rain and showers that may come into play. Now, that is actually out over the west coast right now. It's a cold front that's bringing areas of rain and some mountain snow, particularly above about 8,000 and 10,000 feet that's accumulating in the Intermountain West. During the day tomorrow, it will also spark some strong to severe thunderstorms with that risk greatest here in far western portions of Kansas, far southwest portions of Nebraska, and far eastern Colorado. You may hear about some strong to damaging thunderstorms in that area. That will slide east during the day on Friday. Out ahead of it, notice we are fairly quiet. We're kind of sandwiched in between. The storm's still out over the ocean and this front coming in. Even by Saturday, it's still off to our west. So a pleasant start to the weekend. And then areas of localized flooding and downpours are likely from the Great Lakes stretching back down into the southern plains during the day on Saturday. It is all a dividing line between cooler air coming in and warmth building out ahead of it. How much warmth we get into is still in question, but we do shift the wind around. So on Saturday, it's a pretty seasonable day, and Sunday should go above average. Some spots may eclipse 70 degrees, depending on how much of that warmth comes into play. So let's time things out for us. This little piece of energy comes in during the day on Thursday. So expect some clouds in eastern New England. Now, we actually get some ocean effect showers that clip Cape Cod. We may get a few showers that come into eastern Massachusetts by late in the day as well. So I don't want that to catch you off guard, particularly when you get inside of 128, a shower or two possible later in the day. Also tomorrow morning could wake up to a couple flakes, no accumulation in far northern New England. The rest of us, it's a brighter day the farther inland you head, but it is a brisk feel with temperatures only in the 50s. That wind does ease Friday, and it will stay relatively low on Saturday. Beautiful start to the weekend, sun, some passing clouds, no wet weather to worry about. Outdoor plans good to go. Cold front still to our west on Sunday. So we start with sun. The breeze starts to pick up out ahead of that cold front. And again, even by Monday, some of that rain looks like it will start to shift into western New England. So we'll watch the timing of that and then may slow down and kind of push through us during the day on Monday with lingering showers on Tuesday. All right, let's talk wind gusts during the day on Thursday. Many spots, 20 to 35 miles per hour. But as I play things through, you notice some spots may gust 30 to isolated 40 miles per hour. So that may be enough for some isolated pockets of weakened limbs to come down. We'll take some leaves down too. 30 to 40 mile per hour gusts on the mid and outer Cape especially. And we may gust over 40 on Nantucket tomorrow evening, so Thursday evening. The rest of us, you notice it's an active breeze, 20 to 35 miles per hour that will remain strong Thursday night. Even into Friday, we may still have some gusts and isolated over 40 miles per hour for the Cape. The rest of us, the wind will start to ease as we head through the day on Friday. So that does mean our seas are still elevated here. During the day on Friday, they bump back up about 10 to 15 feet offshore from the Emerald Basin back down to the Great South Channel, close to the coastline, even some 5 to 8 foot seas, a little bit less along the Maine coast. They stay up during the day on Saturday, still some 10 to 12 footers offshore. And then during the day on Sunday, that's when things will start to ease just a bit. Notice offshore, we're down to about 6 foot seas, which will be a marked improvement. And close to the coastline, it's about a 2 to 4 foot sea during the day on Sunday. All right, highs on Thursday, only in the 50s, about 5 to 10 degrees below where we should be for this time of the year. 40s in far northern New England and DC. A little bit of blue showing up here, northern White Mountains, the mountains of Maine, maybe a couple wet flakes that mix in early tomorrow morning with a stray shower or two. And those clouds, coastal clouds, come into play with some ocean effect, light rain showers on the Cape that may continue into the overnight on Thursday, with temperatures running 45 to 50 on Cape and 40s at the coast. But notice inland, we actually dip into the 30s, even some 20s on the map where the wind does ease somewhat and the skies are mainly clear through the interior. Now, decent rebound on Friday, sunshine, just a couple clouds, 50s inland to right around 60 degrees, only a degree or two shy of where we should be this time of the year. Saturday, sun and clouds, really pleasant. Wind generally 10 miles per hour or less, and temperatures for most spots running about 60 to 65 degrees. Here's that warm up on Sunday. Temperatures well into the 60s. Some of these numbers maybe a little bit on the low side too. Could we hit 70 a few spots? Yes, very pleasant day. Wind shifting out of the south, sun and some late day clouds. Now, Pats, not here at home, but will be out in Nashville taking on the Titans Sunday afternoon. There will be some showers around, temperatures generally running in the 60s, and the wind will be a little bit gusty, so that may come into play here. It'll be out of the west and then west-northwest, gusting over 20 miles per hour throughout the duration of the game. You can actually track any wet weather, not only here at home, but across the country. And if you want to use our app, by the way, internationally, we've had some questions about this lately for those that are traveling. You can do that. If you go to app.onedegreeoutside.com, Matt put together a video on best practices on how to use our app, including if you're traveling. So check that out. If you don't have our app yet, give it a download. It's free. Search 1 Degree Outside Weather in the App Store and Google Play.